Hello, welcome to my channel, Crafty Fox DIYs. This video is part of the 12 Days of Christmas collaboration. Each day has a new theme, and today's theme is Thrifted Decor. The hosts of the 12 Days of Christmas collaboration are Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY and Krista from Krista's Crafty Life. I will include a link to both of their channels as well as a link to the playlist containing videos from all of the great contributors to the 12 Days of Christmas collaboration. Okay, let's get into it. For this first project, I have this lantern. It's a nice red color, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. It did not have the wick or anything like that in it, so this lantern will not be usable. Now I'm taking this ribbon that is gold and it has red and green squares on it. It's kind of like a checkerboard pattern. And then I'm just taking this greenery and I am using that ribbon to tie the greenery to the lantern. I'm just going to tie just a simple bow around it. Okay, and then I have this silver and red ornaments, and I'm going to use those to embellish the lantern also. And I have this ribbon that says Merry Christmas, and I'm just going to make a simple bow with it. I'm just going to loop it around twice, so there'll be 2 loops on each side. And then I'm going to take some more of that gold ribbon, and I'm going to tie the other ribbon in the middle to create just my little simple bow. So I'm just going to tie that, and then I'm going to pull my loops out to, fluff the bow up a little bit, and then I want to cut the tails off of the other ribbon because I didn't want those hanging down. I just wanted, those just there, that ribbon just to hold the ribbon together to make my bow. Then I'm just going to secure that onto the other ribbon. I'm not gluing it to the lantern, just the ribbon that I tied the greenery on with. I'm just going to glue it onto there. And now I'm using some jute twine to add to the ornaments so that they will hang down. Now the silver one is missing the little hanger part, so I'm just going to make a knot in the jute twine, and then I'm going to hot glue the knot into the hole in the top of the ornament, and then that way it will still, be able to hang onto my lantern. Okay, so I get that nice and secured on there, and I determine how far down I want them to hang, and I adjust my twine accordingly, tying a knot and cutting off any excess. And then I just use some hot glue to also adhere those to the ribbon that is on there, not the lantern. Then I will be able to take all of this off and make the lantern over for another holiday if I so choose to do so. Now I'm just going to add some pine cones just to help dress it up a little more. You can add whatever embellishments you would like. Might have to hold the pine cone for a minute there. Okay, and you could add faux snow or whatever, and there that is. Okay, for the next one, I am making over this birdhouse. It is some kind of plastic, and right now I am using the color Crimson by Apple Barrel, and this was just not working. So I decided to paint over the whole thing in white, and I end up using the color Lacquer by Waverly Chalk Paints. It seemed to cover the birdhouse so much better. But the roof was green, and I went ahead and left it green. I just painted it a different color of green just to freshen it up a little bit. And here I am trying that crimson again, and it is just not working at all. But I do end up using the color Lacquer. And here I go with the, this color here is Raw Umber. I'm using that. It's a dark brown color, and I'm painting like the little porch part and the eaves and stuff with that, and the flower pots. And then I painted the greenery in the flower pots green, and I did use the crimson on the flowers in the flower pot. Now I have this little gingerbread man. I'm painting him with Nutmeg by Apple Barrel, and then I'm going to use a combination of paint markers and permanent markers as well as some paint to dress up my little gingerbread man, and I'm going to glue him over the hole. I'm also taking some white paint, and I'm going to create what's going to look like snow on my birdhouse. I'm going to do it on the roof, on top of the plants, and also on the little porch area. And I'm also going to sprinkle on some glitter before the paint dries so that the glitter will stick to the paint and look like snow. And there we have that cute little birdhouse. Okay, for this next one, I'm using this sled and this little snowman. And I'm just going to take some foam and I'm going to stick it down into my sled, and then my little snowman's just going to sit on top of one piece of the foam. I needed that foam in there to raise him up a little bit because he sat a little too far down in there. And now I'm taking, this is a stem that I had removed flowers off of, and so I'm adding other flowers onto it. And now I'm also adding in some pine cones and some more other greenery to fill up the back of the sled. Now I'm taking this, I'm not sure what this is, but I needed something to cover up the foam, so I'm just using it. It's just wide, it's kind of like a snow blanket type thing. And then I'm just going to go back in and put the greenery back in. I have this little white tree, I added that in there. And you could add lights too if you wanted to, just dress it up however you want. Okay, let's take one final look at all of these projects.
Down the snow-covered lane, kids are singing the refrain. Lights are sparkling in the night. Households filled with joy and light. Jesus born in Bethlehem, in a manger, no room at the inn. Candles glowing warm and bright, spreading love in the silent night. Santa's sleigh bells ring, la 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 la.
Okay, that's all for this video. Be sure to check the description box for the link to the host channels, as well as the playlist for the 12 Days of Christmas collaboration to get lots of Christmas DIY inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Love and cheer.